female.
Yeah, when I got robbed. He didn't only try to rob me, he tried to rape me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I ain't nothing funny about that, you know?
No, I'm not sorry to hear that. You want to know why? And I don't ever want nobody to feel pity. You want to know why? Because I'm here. That's the number one thing I think about. I'm here. And the fact that I'm able to talk about it, it shows that it doesn't leave me in a bitter place. Because most chicks take the experience, that kind of experience, and be bitter about it. I wasn't bitter. It made me more aware, but I'm not bitter. It made me more conscious of my surroundings, but I'm not bitter about it. How I knew it was either him or me was when you're from the streets, you know when a nigga take off his mask, the only plan he has is to leave you stinking. Once you see, after a nigga, if a nigga come and commit a crime and the whole time he committing a crime he got on his mask, and when it's time to do something, when he takes that off, you're dead after that. Because now you know what he looks like. And now he doesn't want you to tell. So it's either do or die. It put me in a weird position, and it made me, it gives you bad PTSD.
Okay.
I will say that. I'm not paranoid, I'm more aware. I never trusted niggas from the beginning. So that didn't make no difference. Niggas is hard to trust because you don't get something that could be honest with you. It's rare. Very rare. It just made me look at niggas like, this what we doing? It's all this free pussy out here. And you willing to take it? Like the respect level I have for people like that, I have none. I have absolutely none.
You gonna try to get the respect back, you know, slowly, day by day. You know,
no, for a nigga like that, I mean, I give respect where respect is due. But when you start moving weird, it sends a ding, bing, 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 bing. It starts. You gotta understand, from a chick like me, I've been in the streets for a while. I've been doing a lot of things. I'm hip to a lot of things. I put myself in a lot of positions where I could either be dead or in jail. My thing is gonna come on. It's gonna automatically come on. When you could text me wrong. Ding, he's a weirdo. You could say some weird shit that I just feel uncomfortable with. I'm categorizing you as a weirdo. So the situation that I just went through, and the sad part about those situations, I just went through that a year ago. March 5th made a year. And I wasn't embarrassed about it because I posted it on social media. And I still got his picture up on my page. I posted it on social media and I shared it with the world because I wanted the world to know that life is really going on in these streets. Things are really happening in these streets, and us as women, we have to be more cautious in things that we choose to do and people we choose to seek attention from and things like that. And at this time, I wasn't even seeking attention from the person. It just came to me. It was just my luck. He wanted to try me. It was a fucked up situation. It was a fucked up situation for both of us, because in the process of everything, I wasn't even worried about, when everything transpired between me and him, I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about if I killed him. That was my concern. Like, damn, like I could have killed somebody. Like, oh my God, like I'm gonna go to jail for the rest of my life because I had to defend myself, and I don't ever want to have to defend myself like that. Like, I was more so worried about that I ain't gonna front, I had to take it to the cops.
So he wasn't a random individual?
No, I didn't know him.
So it was random?
I didn't know him. The sad part about the whole situation, He wasn't an ugly dude. I'ma say that. He wasn't an ugly dude, so I don't see why raping was one of the things he chose to do, because that was his forte prior to meeting me. Prior to like bumping into me, that's just what he did. He went to jail for it. He was a registered sex offender, so that just was something he did. Now, when you read about it and you think about it, all rapists are rape victims. They somewhere down the line had it done to them. However, you can change the cycle. You can definitely change the cycle. Have he learned his lesson? I hope so, because he finally met a female that, nigga, it's do or die here. And that's exactly what I said to him when we were going back and forth with each other. When he made me feel the way he made me feel, and I had to do things I had to do to survive out of that situation, I asked him one question. And that question I asked him ricocheted the whole movement after that. It set off everything. I asked him, are you willing to die behind this pussy? Because I am. And that's how I left it. I ain't never seen the man since then. He fighting for his life right now. May God be with him. I pray he does the right thing and spare everybody a trial, because I wasn't the only one he tried it with. I hope I'm the last person he tried it with. I hope he learned his lesson, because this right here was it was a big lesson for me. It was a big lesson for... I've never cried. I'm going to say this. I've never cried as much as I've cried until that. I done lost my baby father. I done lost my father. I done been in fucked up situations. Like, bad situations. But that sent me through the roof. Because I've never been through that. I've been robbed before everybody get robbed. I respect the jokes. A jokes is a joke. That's what's happening nowadays. I respect it. Nigga, you got me, alright. I will laugh at all. But what I don't respect is how he made me feel at the end of the joke. Like, if he just would have robbed me, it just would have like, alright, I'm gonna rob this bitch. Fine, but he tried to take something that didn't belong there. And I wasn't respecting it. Not as a woman.
Salute.
I felt like I stood up for me as a woman. I stood up for every woman that he did it to, that couldn't defend himself. Or wouldn't defend himself. Sure. And I don't hate him. I even sometimes think about taking the time out to really go see him, to ask questions. But people like, you bugging, why you want to do that? Because regardless of what he did to me, I'm still human. He's human, we both human. So somewhere down the line, you got to sit down and ask questions. And if I ever want the answers to the questions I want, to the questions I have, I got to ask the source himself. So I have thought about going to sit down on a Rikers visit with him and have a conversation with him. My feet just won't allow me to get there to see him.
What be one of the questions?
Why?
For sure.
Why? You not, like, he's not a bad looking dude. Why? Bitches is giving pussy away a mile a minute. Why? And then I asked his baby mother that. Because the sad part about it is after he did that.
How do you know all his names?
I'm about to tell you. After he did that, I'm so lit. My vibe is so good that I posted him. I found out who he was and I posted him. Because this was a repeat, like again, I said it was a repeat pattern. This is something he does. So prior to him attacking me, he attacked 2 other females. The only thing he did was he fucked up on that one. And they didn't see what he looked like. But he did some stupid shit that got him jammed up. Out of everybody he attacked, I was the only one that physically got to see his face. So that's how I knew his intentions for me were completely no good. Like, all right, bitch, you dead. Like, if you don't fight, if you ever fall for your life, today would be the day. You gonna do what you gotta do. After I posted his picture, I want to say about a few hours into the picture going viral. The picture went viral. When I tell you it went viral, people that I didn't even know was sharing the picture. I made my page public for the whole world to see, and I was sharing the picture, and I made a comment, I made a status under the picture, and I was like, this coward, this, that, his baby mother hits me. Well, what did he steal from you? What did he do in the what? And at that moment, I said what I said, and I stand on what I said. I ain't gonna say what I said, but I said what I said, and I stand on it. Because you as a woman, you a woman before you anything. You had a coochie before you became that man's baby moms. You had a coochie before you became that man's girl. So you're a woman. So for you to be on Facebook, free my nigga today, free my nigga, bitch, you're sick just as well as he is. You're sick. You're screaming free a rapist that walks around willingly taking something from someone. You're sick. So I think by the time she was done with me, she was like, I don't even want to talk to this girl no more. Because I was like, you sick, weird bitch. You're a weirdo. Like, I hope. That's what I said to her.
Yeah, well, you know.
I said a little more.
We don't promote that on SleazyTV.
I don't. But for you to be... No, I don't promote that at all. But for you to reach out to someone that I posted something on social media. It went viral. That was another thing that went viral with everyone. To the point where people that I didn't even know was actually seeing the post. Like, I called myself being funny, trying to hide it from my family. Only selective people in my family knew what transpired because I called and told, because I needed that comfort at that moment. So for her to get on it and ask the 21 questions, me as a woman, the first thing I would have asked was, well, are you okay? That wasn't the question she asked. She's like, well, what did he take from you? How much money did he take? What kind of phone did he take? She was asking questions that didn't matter. So at that time, my response didn't matter. The way I responded to her, I was like, all right, bitch, this is what we doing. Bam, bam, bam. I don't take it back because you're weird. For sure. You're super, super, super duper weird to even think that the nigga you lay next to, he's weird. So for you to promote that, that's weird. I don't promote deadbeats and I don't promote rapists. I don't promote none of that. I don't promote a nigga that don't. I'm not fucking with a nigga that got kids and don't take care of his kids. That speaks a lot about me as a woman. I'm not fucking with a nigga that go out and rape women. That speaks a lot about me as a woman. Because you're doing all of this to something that I am. So what does that say about me? As a person, period. That means my morals is low. I have no morals. I'll fall for anything because I stand on absolutely nothing.
No, I see where you're coming from with that.
And the sad part is my ankle wasn't towards her. My ankle wasn't even towards her. Because she's another woman finding out all of this shit she got about a man that she got kids with. But for you to be asking the questions you was asking at that moment, I couldn't think of nothing else better to say to her.
I'm sorry you went through that though.
I'm not. It was a life lesson. You live. I'm not sorry about nothing I've ever went through. You live, you learn, and you move on. That's why I have the tat on my jawline. My jawline says, I suffered, I learned, I changed. It holds value and it holds a meaning. And it's in Arabic. It holds a meaning, it's something that only I understand, and whoever else understands what it means that's around me knows why I did it. Because I suffered. It changed me. And I definitely learned from it. I learned to be more real. To now where I'm outside in these streets. I could be on the phone, oh, I'm gonna call you back. Let me make sure my surroundings is good. I'm gonna hit you when I get in the house. I don't play my phones in the streets. Nowhere. I don't even go to hotels with niggas no more. If I ain't going to your house, I don't wanna go.
Nah, for sure.
If I ain't laying up in your bed, count me out. Count me out of it.